A rare opportunity is on the horizon for Greater West Bloomfield's resident music aficionados. It's not often that you see the Detroit Symphony Orchestra right in our backyard. However, the Polish Institute of Culture and Research at Orchard Lake is bringing that opportunity to the Tri-Cities on February 13th when the Casa Quartet will perform at the beautiful Galleria on the campus of Orchard Lake Schools. Here to tell us more is Ania Bieciuk, the Associate Director for Polonia Affairs at the Polish Institute. Ania, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Tyler.
Happy to have you on as these members of the Detroit Symphony Orchestra are set to perform right here in the city of Orchard Lake Village. Give us a little bit of the backstory of how this all came together in our community.
Honestly, we're so excited. As we've been developing programming at the Polish Institute, we've really wanted to create an environment that was welcoming for artists, for performers alike. And we've been so blessed to have wonderful results coming out of the interest of people coming to the Galleria, for performers reaching out to us. It's really organically developed, and we are thrilled with this season.
It's going to be a great concert because they're going to be performing a number of different pieces from notable artists throughout the history of classical music that, each represent different facets of romanticism. So, how does that element fit into the story behind motivating your team to bring this event to the Polish Institute?
Well, you know what? I think the timing is perfect, right? With Valentine's Day around the corner, it's the perfect occasion to sort of marry in these romantic pieces. The romance of our Galleria, the beautiful winter landscapes that we have surrounding us, and showcase these pieces. So the featured works that we're having are actually lesser known. They're not played as often, which is what makes this particularly special, because you don't have to come. I mean, I always encourage people to come with a loved one, with a friend, because sharing music with someone is really a special experience. But it's a moment in itself. If you like music yourself, it's the environment itself and the beauty of having the musicians there in person is absolutely fantastic.
In that main area of the Galleria, it's a little bit of a smaller, more intimate environment than you typically would have a concert, especially for a quartet. But at the same time, that environment with its open spaces, its high ceilings will allow acoustically for you to really immerse yourself in the performance as well. So, was that part of the reason why you put it in the Galleria, or was there other motivation also as you put this small, intimate concert together at the Polish Institute?
Right. Well, the Galleria has gone a pretty extensive renovation through the pandemic years. So one of the key points was the acoustic panels. So we're incredibly proud that even though for a small setting and for a building that's had a really storied history, we're able to accommodate such high-level performances. Certainly we encourage and we want people to go to Detroit to see the symphony, but it's beautiful to be able to experience the musicians in a smaller, intimate setting, and especially when we have such a gem like the Galleria at the Orchard Lake Schools. I think, having high performances in intimate spaces, and we have a reception that follows afterwards. It's a different kind of camaraderie. It's a really special and unique experience, and we continue to give these kinds of experiences, and we're thrilled with the individuals who are coming to see us. So tickets are selling well. There's a few left, so I encourage individuals who are interested, who have been sort of waiting to pounce on these tickets, to move quickly, because it will be sold out.
Yes, it's going to be on Friday, February 13th at the Galleria at Orchard Lake Schools right here in our community. As Ania said, tickets are going quickly and there's only a few left. They're on sale, $20 for kids and students, $30 in advance for adults as well. Very unlikely, as you're seeing on your screen, you're going to have that option for $40 at the door. These tickets will be gone very, very shortly. Ania, the excitement behind this is palpable, as you said. If those tickets are going this quickly, it means people want to attend this concert. Any plans in the future to bring more of these unique artists like those that are involved in the Detroit Symphony Orchestra to your campus?
Yes, we certainly always have ongoing conversations. We have a few surprises coming in the fall, as well as some exciting plans for the upcoming season of 2026-27. But I really encourage people to engage in this year's season. We've had remarkable results. We have a few very exciting events coming up that are not musically inclined, just because we do have a wonderful collection of not only musical performances and artists, but we have art exhibitions. We have a fashion show that's coming up. It's our biannual event that's coming up on March 7th, as well as our Pisanki workshops, which is the traditional egg decorating for the Easter season on March 21st.
Yeah, it's all a lot of different events that help to bring people not only to learn about Polish culture as it relates to our community here in West Bloomfield, Orchard Lake, Sylvan Lake, Eagle Harbor, and Greater West Bloomfield, but also the extensive Polish community in southeastern Michigan and in Metro Detroit, and stuff like this that helps people connect with different elements of culture. It brings them closer to the community that they're in here while also connecting back to Poland itself. How does music factor in to making those connections?
You know what? I think music and art are universal components. So it doesn't matter if you're Polish or you have any particular ties, because the essence of music and art itself unites all of us, regardless of what our background is or what our experiences are. And that's, I found in our experience here at the Polish Institute, a unique way of opening up the conversation for individuals who are learning to learn more about their culture or culture in general. Um, the Institute has really become a cultural center, and we welcome people not only from Southeast Michigan, truthfully, from all around the state. And we're incredibly proud of that, and we're incredible thankful for the partnerships that we've been able to achieve and to maintain throughout Michigan and abroad as well.
Ania Bieciuk is with us, the Associate Director for Polonia Affairs at the Polish Institute for Culture and Research at Orchard Lake, on the campus of Orchard Lake Schools. So much history that connects to our community, that connects to cultures from throughout the greater West Bloomfield area and beyond. And now a special concert featuring members of the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, happening Friday, February 13th at 7 p.m. Again, those tickets are going lightning quick, so if you haven't gotten them yet, you got a little bit more time before they're gone. Tickets $20 for kids and students, $30 in advance for adults, and you can find more information on picrol.org in the meantime. Ania, fitting the vision of the Polish Institute, this is one of those things that does do that, as you said, finding those universal languages that allows people in the local area to learn about maybe their culture or another one of our many cultures from this area of Michigan. But what other things does your organization do to create that dynamic, to create that engagement with history and teach people about the extensive connections between Poland and here in Orchard Lake?
Yes, so we're uniquely positioned here at the Polish Institute because we actually are one of the pillars found under the umbrella of the Orchard Lake Schools. So our mission since the Orchard Lake School's inception of 1885 was to promote and maintain stewardship over our Polish legacy. So that not only works with maintaining that legacy on campus with our students, so that's making sure that we have Polish culture, Polish language, Polish history, so that the students who are on campus as students, as well as our staff and administration, understanding the roots of our history is particularly important because that's what carries us forward. But not only our work with the students, the Polish Institute is very keen on preserving the legacy of the Polish community here in the United States. As we know, as a country, collectively, United States is approaching its 250th anniversary. And Polish people have really been here since the very beginning. I mean, there are records as far as Plymouth Rock and Jamestown. So those histories are storied, they're extensive, then we take our responsibility of carrying that history not only through our community here in Orchard Lake, Southeast Michigan, but abroad. We take that very, very seriously. We have our Galleria with our art collections and our art exhibits, but we also have a treasure trove, an extensive collection of archives and books, pieces that date back even to the 1400s. So we take that responsibility extremely seriously. And we're just grateful and thankful for the support of the community and different partners that we have who also see the value in that, so that we can maintain these items and we can share them with the community. So events like these really help foster an appreciation for culture that isn't only focused on Poland, but appreciation of preserving our collective history and memory.
This is just one of many things that will be happening at the Polish Institute on the campus of Orchard Lake Schools in the weeks and months ahead to connect our community with some of its own history and the history of our country, as Ania said, as we approach the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. Thank you so much for joining us and for previewing this exciting musical event coming to our community very soon.
Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it very much.